matchup, wanting to find a way to walk out of the stadium with win number 5 on the season. It's the Panthers going up against the Jets.
All right, Larry, thanks. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Carolina Panthers. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's Matt Forte with his first carry. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
On second down, here's McCown. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Thomas Davis from his outside linebacker spot. He gets him down here for a loss of 4. Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And some room to roam now. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. To throw is Newton. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Newton finding Funchess for the Panther first down. They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Going deep for Benjamin. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Stewart. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. Out of the gun, Newton. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. Only 2 yards on the completion at second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They snap it to Newton. Airing it out for Olsen. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from LSU, Jamal Adams.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They start on the ground with Forte. Despite some fast footwork, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. To throw, it's McCown. It's his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. McCown going to hand this one off to Powell. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that
and after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Another run, this time Forte. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
From the gun on third, McCown. He's got a man, complete. And a big 32-yard play on third. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs, and let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
McCown to throw on second down. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On first down, this is Forte. He finds someone, and the ball's out. Forte loses it, but fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
This is the running back, Powell. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They go again with Powell. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. If it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14.
Aaron Donald's secret, if there is one, to his play, his ability to contort his body in such a way that you can't get a good, clean block on it. He slides through holes and slides past blockers and makes plays just as we saw there.
No, check, Patriot!
Throwing is McCown on third down. Forced out to his left. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
From his goal line here, Newton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. To throw on second down is Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 10. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And they're going to get this one up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. And the big part about just watching him throw it seems almost effortless.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. To the air again, Newton. A dump off here to Stewart. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And that'll make it 3rd and 1. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. This will be taken at the 10. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Well, if you haven't gotten enough football this Thanksgiving weekend, there's still more to come. Tonight,
yes,
you're pumped up. It's 2 of the most storied franchises in NFL history doing battle, the Packers and Steelers from Heinz Field. Then tomorrow night, more. Wrap up your Cyber Monday with the Texans at the Ravens from Baltimore.
Man, is it time to start shopping already?
Just go online, man. I said Cyber Monday. Click, click, click. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is McCown. Newton's got it, complete. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is taken at the 23. They'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And the Panthers will get it here as they take possession. On 1st and 10, Newton. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. From the 50, Newton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. David Irving in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, and now it's 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Here's Newton. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. So plenty. Well, Larry, I know it's late there in Orlando. This is a school night. Folks eager to get right back to the action here in the 3rd quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from me a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the tight end Dixon left side. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Newton. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. The shotgun snap for Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's Michael Pilardi now. as he'll punt it away for the second time. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter.
Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Second down following the run.
All right, now, look at 56. Back to Philly. Here we go.
Now McCown. Now he's forced out left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here we go now.
They run with Powell. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
All right, here we go.
On second down, Forte. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The Jets on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
All right, here we go. No. Check. Back to Philly. Here we go. Now let's go. Green, 39. Gone.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On third down, it's Powell, and he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Let's go.
McCown now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he finds Ty. And he is down deep into Carolina territory. A huge play there for the Jets. 41 yards. Red zone opportunity. Forte gets the handoff from McCown. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Matt Forte, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. Well, these two teams battled through a scoreless first half. Finally, a breakthrough here in quarter number 3.
And I just wonder how that played for both of them psychologically, because when you battle through a scoreless first half, now you know that every possession is increasingly crucial. Who can put points on the board, make the other team chase? Wonder if you get a lift and if they get deflated a little bit.
Carolina getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. This is Forte. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. So the chains are on their sides. It's 1st and goal from the... And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Bilal Powell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Elsewhere, a third-quarter score. And the Titans have just scored, so they add on to their lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. Flushed out right. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. From the gun, Newton steps away to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from LSU, Jamal Adams. 20, 10, 5, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
On the return now, it's Josh Huff. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
So 2nd and 10 here. Operating from the gun, Newton. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Leonard Williams. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Newton to throw. And he's going to go down again.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Fielded at the 20. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Jets take possession. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
All right, here we go.
Powell. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
The Jets on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From midfield, here's McCown. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. Carolina getting set to take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. So the D-line's going to spread out. On 1st down, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Jordan Jenkins in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down, here's Newton. Flush. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. From the gun, Newton under pressure again, and down he goes again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line. Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. And the Titans dominant. They have added to their totals in that one. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. Shift together here from the D-line. The drive begins with a run by Forte. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. Forte again. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Shotgun here from McCown. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
In motion, the tight end. Here's Powell. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
On 3rd down, it's Powell, and not going to be able to push this forward.